from my head to my toes. From things I've taken, rolled and smoked and shiveled up my nose. I'd like to go home, but I can't find my clothes. Coming down to the Botanical Gardens, this feeling of joy is astounding me. The lights on the freeways all confounding me. The jungle vines and plants keep surrounding me. Coming down to the Botanical Gardens. I'm coming down easy, I'm coming down slow. There can't be more than 3 or 4 hours to go. Ooh, ooh, mama, my mind's all aglow. Coming down to the Botanical Gardens. Say I'm groovy, and I really ain't that hip. I ain't never been to heaven on no magic swirling ship, but it's the same hallucination, just a different trip. Well, the atmosphere is awful wet. I'm looking through my pockets for another cigarette. The only one I had I must have thrown away or ate. Coming down in the Botanical Gardens, there's dragonflies as big as Cadillac cars. I look to the sky and see 100 million stars. The statue on the grass just blasted off of Mars. Coming down to the Botanical Gardens. I'm coming down easy, I'm coming down slow. There can't be more than 3 or 4 hours to go. Ooh, ooh, mama, my mind's all aglow. Coming down in the Botanical Gardens. I'm coming down easy, I'm coming down slow. There can't be more than 3 or 4 hours to go. Ooh, ooh, mama, my mind's all aglow. Coming down in the Botanical Gardens.
And I walked over to the bench there, and there's Group W's where they put you if you may not be moral enough to join the army after committing your special crime. And there was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking people on the bench there. Mother rapers, father stabbers, father rapers. Father rapers sitting right there on the bench next to me, and it was mean and nasty and ugly and horrible and crime-fighting guys are sitting there on the bench. And the meanest, ugliest, nastiest one, the meanest father raper of them all, was coming over to me, and he was mean and ugly and nasty and horrible and all kinds of things. And he sat down next to me and said, "Kid, what'd you get?" I said, "I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $50 and pick up the garbage." He said, "What were you arrested for, kid?" And I said, "Littering." And they all moved away from me on the bench there to carry eyeball and all kinds of mean, nasty things, till I said, "And creating a nuisance." And they all came back, shook my hand, and we had a great time on the bench talking about crime, mother stabbing, father raping, all kinds of groovy things that we was talking about on the bench. And everything was fine. We were smoking cigarettes and all kinds of things until the sergeant came over, had some paper in his hand, held it up and said, "Kids, this piece of paper's got 47 words, 37 sentences, 58 words. We want to know details of the crime, and else kind of thing. You got to say up about the crime, want to know the rest of the officer's name, and else kind of thing you got to say." And it talked for 45 minutes, and nobody understood a word that he said, but we had fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench there. And I filled out the massacre with the 4-part harmony and wrote it down there just like it was, and everything was fine, and I put down a pencil and I turned over the piece of paper, and there on the other side, in the middle of the other side, away from everything else on the other side, in parentheses, capital letters, quotated, read the following words. Kid, you rehabilitated yourself. I went over to the sergeant and said, Sergeant, you've got a lot of damn gall to ask me if I've rehabilitated myself. I mean,